and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel on Thursday, the 24th of August. Please like and subscribe. Please do have a wee go at the fun Celtic trivia question in the community channel. Apologies for maybe some background noise and different background for this video, but we're away on holiday for a few days. And so I'm doing this from the hotel room rather. Few news stories coming out of Celtic and out of the various internet sites and fan sites and newspapers with regards to Celtic. A couple are quite significant and a few are less certain. Main news is that Celtic have been in negotiations with Liel Abada and Rio Hatate. No news regarding Liel Abada, however, Rio Hatate and his agent have requested putting off talking about new contract until the end of the transfer window. The interest from Spurs, Brighton and from the Saudi Pro League does not seem to have come to fruition, but I dare say Hatate and his agent are just looking to see what is available before committing a longer term contract with Celtic. He is 25 and he is signed up for 3 more years, and so there is no great rush. However, signing him to an extension similar to McGregor, Maeda and Furuhashi would all be useful for Celtic to show his long-term commitment to Celtic. And so it does look very hopeful that he will sign for Celtic for another year or two extension after the transfer window completes in a couple of weeks. Interesting news coming out of Greek transfer and football scouting sites that Celtic are in negotiation for signing Luis Palma from Aris Thessalonica in the Greek league. He was briefly on Rangers' radar earlier in the season, but appeared to be too pricey for their budget. He is actually being actively scouted with a lot of interest coming from other Greek teams such as AEK Athens, the top Turkish league clubs, and also Saudi Arabia, and also interest from Anderlecht in Belgium and a few of the English Championship clubs. However, Celtic do appear to have put in a 3.5 million bid for him, which is said to be very close to the asking price that Aris Thessalonica are requesting. He has scored 16 goals for his team in the 18 months he has been at the club, and also has had 8 assists in that time, and has started the season very well in the Greek League and in European Conference League qualifying matches, and is newly a Honduran full international. He is 23, and from looking at scouting videos, which I will attach one of which at the end of the video, he does look very pacey, very good with the ball at his feet, excellent dribbling through defences or down the wing, is more a left-sided than right-sided white player, although can play on both sides. He is very good at dead balls with direct free kick for goal and direct cross for the attackers in the box. He is able to get the bylining and cut back, and also is good at getting in the box to score from close range, whilst also having an ability to score from distance. and the edge of the box. Also, he does appear to be of close copy of Jota, and so of all the ones Celtic have been looking at recently, he does look the closest version to Jota as a replacement. And from looking at his scouting video and his various stats, he does look like a player who could fit in well at Celtic and also be within our transfer and wages budget. Talking of transfers, the saga of Kieran Tierney at Arsenal continues. It does appear that Arsenal have given Celtic an offer, which would be a season-long loan with a share of his wages, rumoured to be £120,000 a week. But Arsenal are keen on a loan with a view to guaranteed transfer, and the transfer fee at the end of that would be 25 to 30 million, it is thought, which is unlikely to be something that Celtic could look at. However, despite Arteta's statements in the press conferences, Tierney does not appear to be on his team sheet in the longer term, and appears to have dropped behind Zinchenko and the Japanese right back, who has deputised at left back, whilst Urin Timber is on long-term injury absence. Another option would be the loan with contribution from both clubs to the weekly wage. And Arsenal may feel that by putting Tierney in the shop window, playing for Celtic in Scotland and playing for Celtic in Europe, might actually encourage further interest from Europe with a view to a transfer next year rather than this season. I think Tierney would be an excellent addition to Celtic's squad, and if there is any option to bring him back to Celtic, I think we should definitely go for it. Jota's saga also continues. It does appear that he is out of the plans at Al Ittihad. However, Steven Gerrard, also now managing in Saudi Arabia, appears keen to bring him into their club to join Moussa Dembele, Jack Hendry, and Jordan Henderson on loan or transfer. There also is interest, as before, from Italy and now from Fenerbahce in Turkey. And so I think Celtic probably are well down the list of possible options for Jota and his agent. One of our ex-players is Joseph Juranovic, is on his way, it is thought, from Union Berlin to Fulham for £10 million. And if that is the case, Celtic would be given £500,000 in the sell-on fee clause negotiated at his transfer last season. The stories coming out of England are that Ryan Fraser and Daniel Podence's wage demands both priced him out of Celtic's market, and there is as yet no further update on whether Quinton Merlin is on his way to Celtic or not. A couple of other interesting updates. Vata, who is our young, talented Republic of Ireland under-21 international, who currently plays in the B team, has started the season very well for the B team and is playing more centrally and scoring quite a number of goals for the B team. It was thought that he would be likely to go out on loan. However, Brendan Rodgers is talking of bringing him into the full first-team squad. He would be an interesting option coming off the bench, in that he can play wide and is now playing through the middle also, and in the brief sub-appearances he had last season, he did look very promising. The interest in Matthias Kvistgaarden at Brøndby appears to be ongoing. However, Brøndby's asking price has gone up from 3 to 4 and now to £6 million. When Kvistgaarden was interviewed, he said he was keen to move to a bigger club and more regular European football. However, did want to make Brøndby the maximum amount of money and profit. And so where Celtic lies with that is uncertain. However, he does look a very promising player. However, £6 million for someone who would most likely be a player coming off the bench and covering for O and Kyogo does seem excessive. Although we did, to some extent, do similar with Dembele and Odsonne Edouard. Odsonne Edouard came into us on a £9 million fee, did not start initially on a regular basis, although he did become the full-time week-in, week-out starter later on. And so it may be that we do pursue the Kvistgaarden option over the next couple of weeks. No injury updates regarding Celtic's various injured players, although it is encouraging that Alistair Johnston is rumoured to be potentially fit to play against St Johnstone on the weekend, which would then make him a very likely starter against Rangers the following week. We'll look closely at the various updates coming out of Celtic over the next couple of days and feed them back to you as best I can. So just to finish off the video, apologies for any background noise. Please like and subscribe despite the background noise and the changed background for the video. Do have a wee look at the quiz question in the community section, and as I said, have added a brief scouting highlights reel for Luis Palma, who may well be on his way to Celtic in the next week or so. Many thanks for listening and watching today. Catch up with you again tomorrow, and goodbye and hail, hail.